All right. Hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So right now we're going to be doing what are we doing? I got a boo-boo. I got a boo-boo on my hand. It's not Sunday, right? It's Saturday. Welcome to my Saturday Expedites show. I don't remember what the hell I call it. Tea party. Welcome to my spiritual tea party. Hello, everyone. I hope you've been having an amazing start to your weekend. Y'all, I'm so out of it. Went to go run errands and then decided once we got back to the property that I would be a little badass and shred some snow using a sled. I almost fell into the small lake. But first, almost slammed into the post. I've learned my lesson. Don't go on a sled without snow gloves. Snow gloves on. I caught a fucking rock. This whole thing, I don't know. It feels like the skin is gone. What's the name of a cute little snowboarder, Daddy? Give me a name. Give me a name. Give me a snowboarder name.
Shaun White.
I thought I was a little Shaun White, a little Filipino version of Shaun White. I would not know Shaun White.
Shaun White's better.
I'm not badass.
Do you remember the Justin Timberlake, the Friends?
No, I don't remember Justin Timberlake's Friends.
No, the movie. Justin Timberlake and the girl from that 70s show.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that always wanted to beat him up, Justin Timberlake.
I don't
Shaun
remember.
White.
All I know is my entire family was watching, cheering me on as I slid down uncontrollably. And I was screaming. They're like, "Yay, mommy! Yay, mommy!" Recording it. And nobody stopped to think. I think she might be going a little too fast. I think she might not be excited right now. I think that scream might be fear. I saved myself. I'm not no damn damsel. Saved myself. What app am I supposed to use? I saved myself. And then my oldest, fucking genius, he literally, I'm not saying that sarcastic, literally, Mr. Genius was like, after he realized I had to dig my big ass, man size fucking snow boots in the mud because I hopped off the snow with the sled still stuck on me. And I was now sliding through mud. When I got up like this, he goes, "Oh, did you need some help?" He asked me that. That's when he asked me, "Did you need some help? Were you in danger?" No, son, mommy was excited. Mommy was just excited. And then he saw the path and he's like, "I think you could have maybe got hurt, Mom. I think you maybe could have got hurt. It looks like your track looks like it was about to take you over to the post and then into that little lake." No, son. No, it wasn't. It wasn't taking me there because I don't give creation permission to fucking slam me into a post before drowning me. Y'all know I can't swim, right? Let's just pick a number. I'm here. Let's pick a fucking number. Hold up. Hold up. All right. I got a number. Here, Daddy.
Okay.
Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that I see that matches the number that I have written will win a Claire Tarot reading from me.
Wait,
Totally.
All
All right, Laura H. Congratulations. You won at 45. Laura H. Yeah, no, I almost fucking died, yo. I almost died.
She almost died.
You know what alerted me to the fact that I was about to slam into the post? Do you know what? You know what it is, Daddy?
What?
I heard Michael clear his throat. Trajectory. I was like, trajectory? Oh my God, the post. Yep. Hmm. Trajectory. Uh huh. Uh huh. I probably would have lost all my teeth if I slammed into that post. I may have a big head, but you know. That's more noggin to slam into a post. And that shit is very deep, okay? That post is very deep. It doesn't wiggle. I know because the other day I went by the post. I was like, that'd be really fucked up if one of us hit this post and fell in the water. That'd be really fucked up. And I was like, nah, I'm sure this post would give way. And then I wiggled it. I said, oh, that bitch is stuck. Okay, Laura. Laura H. Here we go. The divine plan is always happening. Mhm. Even if all appears to be going backwards at an alarming rate, do not give in to doubt. Do not dispense with trust. The ocean appears to pull back in order to build another wave that will soon reach the shore. Excuse me. So it is with the unfolding of life and the mysterious workings of grace. Trust unconditionally. Um, so I really suck at remembering screen names. Laura H, have we discussed something with custody before? Or no? Is that someone else? Is that someone else, Daddy?
I have no idea.
No? Okay. Okay, the ocean appears to pull back in order to build another wave that will soon reach the shore. I don't know why that's supposed to be a positive thing, but I get such a negative feeling from that. It almost feels as though whoever is attempting to hurt or harm you, they're going to redouble their efforts. As I'm like, are you the same one that has talked to me regarding custody before? Because it felt something along those lines of like they're never going to stop. Is someone messing with you? Are you having conflict with someone? Not that you know of. Hmm. Maybe that message isn't for you then. At work, this had more of a personal feeling. It didn't feel like a work circumstance. It felt like personal, like I don't know, like someone really is upset, like personal shit. It's not just at work. Let's assume that's not for you. There were two cards that flipped out. The other card is this one. What will you choose now? You always have this moment in between all that has been in the past and all that can be in the future. There is this moment, a space where you have absolute power of choice. So why not allow yourself to choose peace, to choose trust, and to fall in love with your life? Wait, is there an ex that's been giving you an issue? Did they stop for a little bit? Like they maybe stalking you, harassing you, something like that? They stopped for a little bit and now they're going to try again. I don't know. They both have your energy though. Hmm. I guess it's just one of them things. One of them things. Okay. You're not in contact. Is this X one that's given you trouble in the past? Is this one that's dabbled in some, I don't know. I don't like to try and make things fit, but I can't deny the fact that this feels like your energy. And then suddenly something is trying to keep me from talking, like my throat is feeling funky. Um I don't know. Someone's trying to access your field, your energy. It might be an ex, might not. It feels like something personal. You parted ways and don't talk. I don't know. It might be an ex though. It's something very personal. Like, has it been a while? Has it been a while, and was it like an amicable split, or was it like I hate you forever and you know, hmm. I don't know. I don't get a good feeling. I really don't get a good feeling. All the images are like, you know, like you being tossed, you know? So that just kind of doesn't feel good to me. Um Maybe I'm having an off day. Maybe it has nothing to do. I mean, I did almost die outside. Maybe this is me feeling like I got tossed and nearly killed. I don't know. I'm just trying to make light of it. It's not a good feeling. Not many things concern me when it comes to readings. I really tend to not be too concerned. Um, but for this, I feel kind of concerned, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. So kind of just keep your eyes open. Definitely keep that whoever that ex is in the past. Um, hmm, yeah, just keep an eye out. All right, let's do another. What number should I do? Okay, I got a number. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment, Bellanova won. Bellanova, you won at 23. There you go. Bellanova won. That was fast. That was fast like a NASCAR fast. All right, here we go. Shuffle the cards. Shuffle the cards. Shuffle the cards. Just shuffle the cards. That's what Michael's saying to me. Just shuffle the cards. Why are you talking to me like that? Shuffling the fucking cards. Just shuffle the cards. Okay, change is in the air. Sometimes we take things for granted and forget to stop and realize how incredible the ordinary things can be. Growth does often seem improbable, yet it happens every day in many ways. So too is something growing in your life that seems at the moment unlikely or impossible, yet it will happen anyways. Have faith, trust your feelings, and relax. Change is in the air. So I feel like you've kind of gotten something by the tendrils, like maybe an opportunity that, I don't know, had already passed you by, almost like you thought the opportunity already passed by. You got it by the ass hairs, girl. Cling on to that. Hold on to the ass hairs, and it's going to take you to wherever it is you need to go. I assume this has to do with, maybe a business venture. Um, just really feels like an opportunity that it's like almost gone. You're able to grab onto it at the very last minute, the last second. So let's see. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, let's do a number. Mhm. I got a number. Daddy, we've got a number. All right. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that I see that matches the number that I have written will win a Claire Tarot reading from me. All right. I've waited 100 years. I'll wait 1,000,000 more for you. Nothing prepared me for what the privilege of being. I saw it. I fuck. Shit.
Oh,
Wait.
I see it.
Do you? Do you? Wait. Did you see it?
Yeah, right here.
It may be dyslexic. Is it the right one or is it flipped?
Right there.
The privilege of being yours. Zarisa Nishafal, you've won at 12. 12. What the privilege of being yours would do. Here we go. Congratulations, Miss Teresa Javel. I've waited 100 years. I'll wait 1,000,000 more for you. Here we go. Just shuffle. All right. Here we go. Oh, the creative power. The mind often wants to see and know exactly what's around the corner. But to manifest, we have to give up certainty and embrace a creative process. Choosing to live creatively will bring you more joy and success than any amount of certainty ever could. This is telling me that you really do have the power to go ahead and create whatever circumstance it is that you want to create for yourself. Now, sometimes the things that we fixate on because it's a negative thing and we don't want it, we have to remember that creation does not deal in negatives. Whatever you fixate on is whatever you'll call to you. Creation doesn't recognize the no or not in front of whatever it is. So just be careful. I felt like it had something to do with your house, a neighbor. If I'm facing your house, it's on the right side. If I'm in front of the door facing the street, it's on the left side. Okay. Something to do with a neighbor. I got the sense that you need to wrap ribbon up that side of the property. Um, have we talked about your neighbor before? Is there even a neighbor there? Because Michael says this has been discussed. Oh, look at. Oh, I did. Okay. It's coming back around much harder. Do you suspect they're having substance abuse stuff? Because suddenly there's some, or unless I've talked about substance abuse struggles, they are trying to move in. Okay, I don't want to be talking cock-a-doodle doo about any neighbors, but I don't even remember talking about neighbors. It's a feeling of like drug problems. I don't know how that affects. I mean, unless you guys are sharing walls or something, I don't know how that would affect you. Unless they're like schlanging from the house. Most drug dealers do not sell from their house. Take comfort in that, unless they're idiotic. Yeah. The dumb ones sell from their house. Hopefully, if that's something that's of an issue for them, like personally, quietly, hopefully they go ahead and deal with their business somewhere far away. Hopefully. Hopefully. All right. Are we to do one more?
No, that's it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just. Don't mind me. What is today?
Saturday.
The 30th.
Yes.
General, because I like them. Okay, Miss Melissa, are you here? Miss Melissa, they are several feet away from you, like literally, like no walls separating. Okay, all right. Let us see. For you, nothing prepared me for. Okay, let me just shuffle. What the privilege of being yours would do. Daddy, do you feel like it's a privilege being mine?
You said what?
Do you feel like it's a privilege being my property?
Oh, that's good. Is that what they call that?
He goes, oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, this is good too. Okay. So, card number 14, wise leadership. You've been able to do really well leading yourself into and out of certain types of situations. Okay. Those situations have tested your resolve, have tested, I think, in some cases, not recent, but in some cases, the feel is even your integrity was tested. And girl, you passed. You passed. Woo, woo. Okay. So, card number 44, mastery. You're beginning to master the whole um, interpreting messages from soul. You've been being given instructions. It feels like they're very clear instructions. And you're receiving, you're ready to receive. Look at her hands. I don't think I've ever noticed her hands before. She's so pretty though. Like I had a friend that looked like her. I was like, you're just so pretty. It makes me want to gag. Just so fucking pretty. Um Receiving the instructions on how to read the notes from soul because there's an instrument and for some reason it feels like you're learning how to read. Um and it's just one of those things. It's a good feeling. It's a really really good feeling. um I feel like even if there's attempts to derail, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. What is up with this like stallion shit? Because look, like my attention is being brought to her arm. Like, okay, she's charging up. She can fuck shit up if she needs to. She really looks like she's in no rush to fuck shit up if she needs to fuck shit up. And then like my attention was caught by this. What is that? Like a green stallion unicorn thingy? I'm sorry. Michael goes, why are you so focused on stallions? I don't know. Sure. Why keep showing them to me? Hey, I don't know where the booklet went for this dumb. Okay, number 17, salvation. I don't know, girl. Maybe we need to go horseback riding. A girl's day. It's gonna be a girl's day. Okay, let me stop fucking around. Green Tara, salvation. You're over here preparing to ride some stallion, and I'm over here looking at you like, girl. Look at that. Oh shit. Oh my god. We need a third person to travel with us. To be like, oh shit, I got bail money. Oh, what did you put in this coffee, Daddy?
Nothing.
I am. I'm ovulating. I am. What did I tell you earlier? Leave me alone. I'm ovulating. Don't even look at me. Don't look at me. No eye contact. Yeah. Okay. No eye contact. Uh, okay. So I feel like I feel a lot of things. A lot of things are gonna be. I guess you could say moving into a happier place for you, like a more fulfilled, satisfied state. Because of whatever this stallion thing is, girlfriend, I'm gonna buy you a horse. I'm just gonna buy you a horse. So we can just have this topic be done. We need to just order you a horse. Hey, Daddy, did you know there's websites where you could order ponies? Like small ones, like my size ponies?
Why would you want that?
Because they're cute.
Okay.
But I heard like the smaller the pony, the more assholish they behave. Have you heard that?
No.
Oh, card number 3 was salvation. The son, what she was like, card number 3 was salvation, green Tara. Um, it's like you're saving yourself from the monotony of your own life. Does that make sense? Like, whatever decisions you're making to change, your day in, day out. And it's not that you have a bad day in, day out. It's probably just that it's become too monotonous for you to feel satisfied, to feel like, happy with life. So that's going to be changing, and it's going to be changing not because someone is going to change this for you, but because you are choosing to lead yourself out of that cycle that you're in. Okay? And it's not a bad cycle, it's just probably boring you. You know, I don't sense any kind of self-sabotage. I don't sense any kind of like emotional type of instability or any of that. Like everything feels so stable that maybe it's like, you want someone to rock the boat a little bit. Rock the boat. Okay, stop. That was an ugly movement. Okay. Oh, she gets it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's find a song. hmm You know what song is? It's just automatically on the queue to play right as I launch the app. I'll show it to you. So it's by Mimosa, Sinner Saint. Oh no, girl. Oh no. So breathe very deep and very slow. thing. If I had a clip, that would work perfectly.
You asking for a hair clip?
What kind of face was that? My head is full, expanding, and lost connection for a sec. Well, Arkai is at your place. Yeah. Let him have a little fun over there. There's a lot of things to have fun with. Any dizziness? Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. Many say that I'm too young. Plumpons, are you here? Daddy, could you forward me one of your playlists?
What do you mean? You still have it?
Oh, is it the same playlist? Yeah, girl. That liar bee shit needs to quit. Here she is. Breathe very deep and very slow. All right. Breathe deep and slow. When the rain pours, when it rains, when I see you, when I came home, you were always so. Breathe. I'm going to take you up in frequency. We're going to exit this matrix. Just breathe. 15, exiting matrix. Jumping. 140. Jumping. Okay. Oh gosh. How do you feel?
Feels good.
She feels good.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. So you also had quite a bit of unexpected activation that was going on. There are two who stand behind you right now. All right. All right. Thank you, Anna. Here we go. Put some sugar on me in the name of love. Laura H., are you here? Put some sugar on me. Can't get enough. Huh?
She's here.
All right. All right, Laura, please breathe very deep and very slow. The water swing from the chandelier. May I? For those of you sensitive to energy, you might begin to feel somewhat lightheaded, pulsating large amounts of energy. Just breathe deep and slow. All right. How do you feel?
Feels very good.
How does everyone else feel?
Excited.
Hmm?
Excited.
Who feels excited?
Me.
Hold on. I gotta. All right. Okay. um. So now, um, it was Laura H that I had that weird reading for, right? Where it didn't resonate, but then I was like, it's her energy. What was it? You?
She said, yeah, it was me.
It was you. Okay, it makes sense. Um, as I was doing your reading, or no, hold up. I just have a lot of like frequency running through me still. I can't discharge it enough. So your reading didn't quite make sense. And I'm like, maybe I'm just misreading this because something is trying to circle its way back around. 66% at 629. So now it makes sense. There was something that was heavily, heavily cloaked. It was hidden deep within your field. And as I began to work on you, I detected it. And as I was trying to observe what it is, um, I recognized that um, it was definitely not a good thing. You were being used as a delivery system, as a Trojan to access space, and with that, not your fault, not your fault at all. I probably should have paid closer attention because if the reading resonates with your energy, but it doesn't resonate with you and your circumstance, I have to pay closer attention. Something felt off in that reading, but I tell you guys all the time, as intuitive empaths, we should not try and convince ourselves that is it's not what we think it is because it felt really bad to me. That's why I remember I was saying I don't typically get concerned with people's readings. It's just information, it's not a big deal, but for some reason I felt very concerned with yours. That's because it was my message. You were used to try and launch some sort of like, I don't know, surprise attack. Supplies! Where, all that happened was all the Blu-rays went active. Um, Thank you, Blu-rays. Thank you, Blu-rays, for coming to my defense as I repaired my shield. Ah, nice. Y'all are badass. So, carrying right along, let's mark this one. Enough energy has been discharged. I'm back to neutral. Let's see. Just Erica, are you here? Yo, we in this together. You know it. You know it. Yes. Now I'm hot. Now I'm real hot. Uh, all right. Here we go. Just Erica's here. Please, no more surprise attacks. No more surprise attacks. I'm very sweaty already. No, not sweaty enough yet. Yeah, that's rare for me to ever leave a mark on anything because I just don't sweat enough to do that. But I do get a wickedly wet mustache area. All right, let's start. Breathe deep and slow. Hey, Daddy, could you close the link? Mm-hmm. I love this song. I'm sussing on you. Okay. How do you feel? Oh my God. Just tie this. Tie this right here. I'm just going to tie this right here so that I don't feel exposed. It's okay. Is that okay? Just tie it right here. All right. She feels good. Um, so your counterpart might have some of the like overflow of energy, okay? It's definitely going to initiate an activation for them as well. Let's see. What? Oh, what? Oh, what? I'm saucing on you. Make it some Frank Red hot sauce. Frank's Red Hot is amazing. Okay. Put some sugar on me. Universal D. Put some sugar on. Takesha! That was such a fucking unrestricted reaction. Hey girl, what's up? I can't like take it back now. Did you win? Did you win office? I never got a chance to check in with you. Did you win? Tell me you won. I love you too. Did you win? I think you won. Did you win? You can't keep me in the dark like that. You're a winner no matter what, though. All right, Universal D. No fucking way. What's up? Shit. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm yelling in everyone's ear. All right. Me stupid high. Wild horses. All right. So you said you got something else as well? Wild horses run faster. Run faster. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do your activation really quick, and then I'll pull cards for you, okay? You did it. You want me to sing? All right. Okay, breathe. You might feel a sensation in your low belly, okay? All right, how do you feel? I'm all sweaty, guys. Wild horses run faster, run faster, run faster. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you. All right. I'm so hot.
Yes, you are.
Oh my God. I need a fan. I need a fan. Oh,
It's
Lord.
cold in here.
This is not highlighter. This is sweat.
Good. It's good look on you.
You tell me it's cold in here. We either have a fan running or I'm going to start taking some clothes off. Something. Okay. Okay, that's good. Pulsating is good. Let me go ahead and play your cards for you. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you, Firefly. I so knew you would win. I so knew it. in the closet. That's my stuff. Yes, I bought it. Please don't touch. Keep talking that mess. That's fine. Can you walk and talk at the same time? I'm too hot. I'm too hot to play around with y'all like this. Let me just pull the cards. Derek. Oh my God, Derek. What the fuck you been doing, bro? Okay. Derek. This is instruction, okay? Card number 25, release a dark wound, let love live. Let go of all the ways in which people have hurt you, abandoned you, attacked you, disappointed you. Let go of all of that. Let all of that go, and the ripples of that decision will create massive, massive change in your life. Okay? Now, what type of change are we talking here? Are you ready? Are you ready to see it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you ready to see? I'm heating up the cards for you because there's some hot ass truth coming. It's about to start some hot ass truth. You ready? Okay, so you obviously met someone. You obviously made the acquaintance of someone. Their presence and your recognition of their presence has been the very thing that's caused you to lose your grip on all those old boo boos. Okay? I'm sure you did. Card number 6, shock of the new. Whoever this is, first off, they're your sunflower. They are a person that you totally can turn to on days where you feel like you just don't have enough of your own shine. Secondly, they're not like anything you've ever they're not like any other person you've ever been with before. Okay? They really, really are not. Michael says you already know this, though. He says that you've already been told you can't run the same game. You run game. You better knock that shit off. No running games, okay? No running games. No running games. No running games. Okay. You're Sagittarius, right? You're Sagittarius. Why do I see you like with a bottom half of a horse, like fucking shooting love arrows at people and then just taking off running? You retired that shit. Good. 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 Because if you play that with this one, this is the one that's going to destroy you. Notice how the screen went real bright. This is the one, if you walk away, if you fuck this up, like because of old behavioral patterns, this is the one you will think about for the rest of your life. So if it's not meant to be romantic, that's fine. But if you fall back into old patterns, which I feel like you've outgrown old patterns. I really do. I feel like you've outgrown old patterns. But if you fall back into old patterns, and you guys are not even able to remain friends, that's going to hurt you forever. It really will. It'll hurt you forever, and you will forever kick yourself in your butt for it. So, wild horses run faster, run faster, run faster. Yeah, listen to that song. What's It is Bishop Briggs, Wild Horses. Oh, okay. So this is where it's at. So you hold me down in the best way. No quarter from these chains that I've slept on my heart for a feeling. So it's called Wild Horses by Bishop Briggs. Look for the acoustic version. The regular version is nice too, but I love acoustic versions of everything. All right, let's mock this. Kyra. Kyra Fritas. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Oh, let me see. What does she want? Oh, it wasn't put. Hey, did you want me to do a general scan, or was there something in particular you wanted scanned? Put some sugar on me in the new. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Okay, I'm ready. Did she say what she wants scanned? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I have to stim really quick. Too much energy coming in. Okay. Are you not feeling well? Have you been feeling kind of like, lack of a better word, foggy? Like fogged up, um, very muddled type of feeling. Something is covering you. Um, have you been having really weird dreams? Like intense in a negative or scary way? So, as I try and scan you, there is something, it's almost like a black wool blanket that's placed on you. And immediately my knee jerk reaction is, fuck you, take that shit off of her right now. That's my immediate knee jerk reaction. And this energy is like, no, this is my protective cloak. No, bichacho. Protective cloaks don't work like that when it comes to the way I scan. You have several anchor points at the base of your skull, the back of your neck, going towards the left side of your neck, left inner ear, multiple anchor points in between your shoulder blades, primarily focused on the upper left shoulder blade towards the inside. You also have multiple dagger marks, like wounds. Looks like the daggers have been removed, but they're right there in between the lower portion of the shoulder blades and slightly beneath it. I also see a lot of hyperstimulation of the adrenal glands, more emphasis on the left adrenal gland. This is part of a process that's being used to hyperstimulate your parasympathetic system. Um, Kidneys look very, very inflamed. Very, very inflamed. I wouldn't be surprised if you're having lower flank pain, like where love handles would typically be. If you're having achiness there, there's a possibility that's not muscular aches. That might be your kidneys. Are you having pain there? I see really, really like deeply anchored, like deeply rooted. It's breached your Kundalini containment. Ah, fuck. It's gone all the way into your pelvic girdle. So it's gone in from the back. It's punctured your Kundalini containment unit. It's using that to amplify everything. It's going for like the ovaries, the pelvic floor, the spaces, like, how would I define this? Okay. Um, Let me define it. The interstitial compartment, also called tissue space, surrounds tissue cells. It's filled with interstitial fluid, including lymph. Interstitial fluid provides the immediate microenvironment that allows for movement of ions, proteins, and nutrients across the cell barrier. So if you talk to your doctor, um, well, not all doctors, I mean, they'd understand the term, but they wouldn't understand how the biospiritual aspect of it is affecting your health. Your third spacing parasitic fluid, your third spacing, it's going into places that surround the outside of the shell. It's not entering the membranes, it's surrounding the outside. So it's almost like inflammation, but it's parasitic fluid. This is in energetic terms. Now, parasitic infection leading to chronic UTI. Which one? Okay. Lots of UTIs. So, how would I put it in medical terms? So, first off, um, I am not a trained licensed medical professional. The work that I do is strictly energetic. Okay. Secondly, I'm just sharing some like anecdotal information, things that I've done for myself that I know to be extremely beneficial. So this is not medical advice. I'm just sharing from one girl to another. um, hey, Daddy, could you please get me one of the GSE bottles? Um, so I feel like with the way your energy presents, you're a rather high frequency individual. With that, a lot of the traditional medical approaches, treatments, they're really not effective paired with your genetics. Okay. Again, I need to emphasize I'm not a trained licensed medical professional and I cannot treat, diagnose, or any of that. So, looking at the energies of it, I think you need to supplement um, with a specific type of supplement. My husband's getting mine. Um, it would be per, well, are you already on other medications? I don't, I want to make sure this is not going to cause a contraindication. I really heavily emphasize encouraging you to talk to your doctor about adding supplements to your diet and making sure with them that it's not going to have any contraindication with whatever treatment plan they're already giving you. Did you find it? Oh, can I have the Defense Plus? So this particular brand, I freaking love this brand. Thank you. So hold on. Um, okay. Okay. So this might be a good one. What I was going to share with you was it's this brand. It's called Nutribiotic. Um, what I was going to say is just their grapefruit seed extract. So GSC, grapefruit seed extract, not grape seed, grapefruit seed extract. But this one is also a super good product. Super, super good. It has all these other supplements, but it's like a fucking horse pill. Okay. What I personally do, I can't advise anyone else, But I have been known to megadose this, and that has helped with quite a few different type of infection type things. I had a problem with my tooth being impacted, my wisdom tooth, and created all kind of fucking problems for me. I megadosed on that, cleared it right up. Anytime I have a viral or bacterial infection, I get a cold, megadose on that, clears it right up. Typically my colds do not go past like a 2 or 3 day sniffles phase. That's like, to me, that's like, holy shit, I'm sick. I don't go beyond that. It's very, very rare. And it's usually that very, very rare is because I thought I was badass and I didn't start supplementing immediately. So, again, Nutribiotic. I love the Defense Plus. Um, but you would need to talk to someone about how to megadose. I can't advise you on how to megadose. I megadose by taking like 3 or 4 of them. I don't take that every day. That's the thing. I understand how my body works, and I know at what point I can just like, no, megadosing is too much. So you're definitely going to have to do your research, get a lot of information. A lot of the stuff in here, for example, ginger, echinacea, and yarrow, those have very, very potent metaphysical properties, even so far as to be used in ancient rites for exorcism. Okay. I don't just take supplements just for the medicinal use. I also double the purpose by selecting medicinal products, medicinal herbs that also have metaphysical properties. This shit is the bomb. What I found is that when my body has some sort of infection going on, I mean, I'm not impervious to infection. Um, my body is so preoccupied and my brain is so fogged up. What ends up happening is I become more susceptible to parasitic breach, demonic infiltration. So with that, when I begin megadosing with certain types of herbs, that one being one of my most favorites because it's so convenient, um, then that buffers up some of my energetic reserves, and the metaphysical properties are infused through my body. I mean, it's systemic. You're internalizing it and it's being spread through your whole body. I have physical, metaphysical, as well as energetic protection. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of the things that's going on with you is an autoimmune response. So with that, could be a lot of inflammation, that inflammation damaging the lining of like your ureter, um, kidneys. It could also cause a lot of issues inside the bladder. And when you have damaged walls, that gives little nooks and crannies for bacteria to hide in. So the regular version of this is just a grapefruit seed extract. I had a family member who had a very, very serious kidney infection. Their their medical team did not have a sterile catheter that they inserted. They might have put the catheter down because they ended up, this was when they gave birth, they ended up getting a wicked fucking case of a kidney infection. Started as a bladder infection that moved up to the kidney to the point where E. coli was detected in their bloodstream. E fucking coli. Are you kidding me? So she ended up being hospitalized for quite a bit. She was put on extremely strong antibiotics, several rounds of it. They couldn't clear it. I swear to you, I went to go visit and take care of the new baby. And I gave her my grapefruit seed extract. I'm like, bitch, you better fucking chug this shit down. She did because she was desperate. She usually doesn't like to listen to me, but she was desperate at that point. Before that, they took her values. They did a lab draw, and she still was registering quite a high amount of infectious matter. And within, I think it was like 48 hours of her starting the grapefruit seed extract, she had to go back in for another blood draw so that they can see what type of antibiotic to change it to. her blood was cleared up. They decided to stop the antibiotics altogether. So I'm just saying, might have been a fluke or might be something potent. I would definitely consider that. If it was me, I would definitely consider taking a more natural supplement to help. That's more potent than antibiotics that the doctors prescribe. My kids don't even take antibiotics. We megadose on that, and all of us have been pretty free and clear of a lot of infectious disease. A lot. This is a family that travels nonstop, exposed to so many different environments. So, something to consider. Have they tested you for IgA and IgG proteins? Um, it really, yeah, look into it. I always keep this on hand. No joke. No joke. Yeah. hmm Um, I'm wondering if you're having some sort of autoimmune situation. Um, so it's just urinary tract infections. If they don't want, because sometimes doctors don't believe in any of this. Sometimes doctors are like, food intolerance, hyperpermeable bowel. That's nonsensical. Mm, it is not nonsensical. I tell you. I tell you. Um, I'm wondering I'm wondering if you have a pretty pronounced case of leaky gut and it's allowing xenobiotics into your bloodstream. Xenobiotics are any particles or whatever that don't belong in your bloodstream. Partially digested foods, also pathogens, things like that. Um, it burns bad when I pee, but I go in and they can't find anything. Is it I, no, this doesn't have golden seal root. Interesting. Um, is it confirmed that you have a urinary tract infection, or are you just experiencing the burning pee and the frequency of pee? What? Like nerve damage? Um, it's not the urethra, the pee hole. What the fuck is it called? Um, pee hole nerve injury. Mm, let's see. So urethra injury, burning sensation. Mm. Inflammation due to bacterial, fungal, or viral infections of the urinary tract, which include kidney, bladder, urethra, inflammation due to bacterial, testes. Mm. And they've tested you for everything, right? Um, there is this. Let's see. Sometimes they say it's UTI, other times nothing. I see a lot of inflammation. Hold on. Um, let's see. Do you get abdominal pain as well? So, okay, they put you on iron. I'm assuming you have anemia, some sort of anemic condition. I'm gonna be honest, I'm looking for some sort of information to tie the two together. I don't know that I'll find it in a live stream. Uh, for some reason, celiac disease pops up in my head. Celiac disease is a what do you call it? Autoimmune condition. It's not a food allergy. It's an actual autoimmune condition. Have they taken a full liver panel, a blood test that it's a full liver panel showing the function of your liver? Because I mean, when you have celiac disease, you have a lot of different like things that gunk up your bloodstream. Um, there's a lot of inflammation. It highly affects the liver function, which most people won't notice what's going on because really the liver doesn't have, I mean, you really don't feel nerves. Um, and then the kidneys are filtering everything. Hmm. It wouldn't show up as an infection either because it's not an infection. It's more of an autoimmune condition. Well, she doesn't say that she has blood in her urine. Um, so I don't know. I see a lot. Look into the symptoms of celiac disease and see if you have those symptoms as well. Because although we're focusing on one thing, which clearly the bladder is connected to the liver, not liver, the kidneys, but we're not taking into consideration the other potential symptoms, right? I think there's a high probability of some sort of like inflammatory autoimmune condition. Um, doesn't seem like a yeast infection either. Um, I'm very curious if you like twisted your doctor's arm to order you a full liver panel, if they would find extremely elevated levels. Um, and if that's the case, none of the supplement that I was talking about is going to help you. Maybe ask them to do a full liver panel first. Ask them to order a CBC, complete blood count. See where all of your values are at. I think um, is it the something? Hold on. Um, inflammatory panel. The CRP blood test determines whether a high or increasing amount of CRP in your blood suggests an acute infection or inflammation. C reactive proteins. That's what it has. And then if you look at your blood tests, the what is it? Fucking haven't been in an anatomy class in fucking forever. What was it? What was it? Tell me. Tell me. Um, I don't remember the name of it. I would need to remember the name of it in order to search it up. I think it's like ESR or something like that. I don't remember. No, it's not a BMP. Yeah, there is a celiac panel that can be ordered. Most doctors, for some reason, when I was trying to advocate for my child, they're like, no, he doesn't need that. Um, oh my gosh, you're very weak as well. So here's the thing, if you have celiac disease, the lining of your intestinal wall can become so heavily damaged with that. No matter how much you eat, if the membrane that will allow the food in, not the food, the nutrients, the digested nutrients into your bloodstream, if it's inflamed past a certain point, it's not going to allow it. You're basically starving. You're basically malnourished. Okay. Um, it's just one of those things you have to be kind of referred out to a specialist. Um, I would assume a gastro and yeah, a gastro doctor. You have to keep advocating for yourself. Do not just accept what they say. because from what I personally experience when it comes to autoimmune diseases like celiac disease, um, let's face it, last time I checked, modern medicine still had not even come to some sort of agreement as to how to diagnose, much less treat celiac disease. So it's definitely something you have to ask for specific tests. Do as much research as you can online. What blood test do you order for celiac disease? And just really insist, 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 insist. My doctor, my child's doctor, was more willing to diagnose him with cancer than to diagnose him as a celiac. Are you fucking serious? Yeah. The only reason she ordered the liver panel, like I had been asking her to do, was to get me to take him to the children's hospital to be checked for what is that? It's cancer of the lymph nodes. I forget what the fuck it's called. Yeah. She she was she was convinced. She was convinced my child had cancer. Fucking ridiculous. Um Not lymphoma. Um I don't know. My brain keeps going blank. But yeah, and then we saw that specialist, and they're like, your child does not have cancer. This is still well within normal. And I talked to that specialist about my concern that he has celiac disease, and that doctor was like, well, you sound very educated, that sounds like symptomatic presentation. And I said, yeah. And then a couple days later, the primary who convinced herself my child had cancer I was like, I'm so glad I ordered a liver panel. It's so elevated. I'm like, you fucking dumb. The liver panel will be very elevated. Okay. Because the liver is the one that is filtering in addition to the kidneys, but it's primarily the liver that gets heavily affected by it. All right. Um, Kyra, I'm really sorry you're going through this. I feel strongly this is some sort of autoimmune response, autoimmune condition. You have to see a specialist to rule out all the different types of autoimmune things. I don't feel like this is just some sort of bladder infection. I see systemic inflammation. I see a lot of infiltration on an energetic level of parasitic fluid. Um, Energetically, like what I could assist with would be a parasitic extraction. Um, Hopefully, like if that's something that you want to consider, if you want to have that type of session with me, that could potentially help with your medical team, their efforts. I don't think you can just do one or the other. I definitely wouldn't stop medical care. Um, you know, uh, I feel like an extraction would help. I feel that strongly. Seeing infiltration in the like lower sacrum area extending all the way through the pelvic floor, going up into the pelvic girdle. Um, that could definitely be like the root energetic causation. But once you get past a certain point with medical conditions, you can't just do energetic. You have to do energetic paired along with physiological medical care. Okay. Um, so I'm sorry. I wish I had more concrete stuff. Um, I just keep getting that hit of like autoimmune. Your body's attacking itself. It's attacking itself. Um, so would you mind if I try something on you right now? Something energetic? And you're absolutely free to say no. You don't have to say yes. You can definitely be like, no. And I'll be like, okay. But I'd like to try and do a little recalibration of the bladder and the urethra. See if that gives you a little bit more comfort. And if if you feel a cessation of like symptoms, um, then okay, hold on. Let me just do. So breathe very deep and very slow. Do you feel some weird gas like movement in your belly? And how does your low belly, pubic bone area feel? Like where your bladder would sit. If I should stay, I would only be in. Okay, little pressure. How about your belly? Slightly above that, below the belly button. How does your belly feel? Any mild cramp or like gas movement, bubbly feeling? Nothing too extreme, just a very mild sensation. I would only be in the way, so I'll go.
Says
It's
yes.
the parasite. I flooded the front portion of your low belly, like the bladder, urethra area, with high frequency. That's the pressure you felt down there. And it backed away. It backed up like this. Not all the way up, but just like, oh shit, it's parasitic. Did it cause an autoimmune condition, or is the autoimmune condition what allowed for the situation to anchor that deeply? The autoimmune condition, you have to see the doctor for that, okay? I feel strongly, even more stronger now. An extraction is definitely what will help you. It will need to be a 2M extraction. A 2M extraction is a much more advanced extraction process, whatever you want to call it. That will be the type of frequency and process that needs to be used to remove it from that area. I see it's created a pathway going up the spine. Um, it rides through synovial fluid that's it's like there's a membrane on your spinal cord and the synovial fluids in there. So it's going up and down, it's flowing through the body, and that's probably what's causing you to feel foggy. That along with the IgA, IgG proteins. Um, Glutathione. Look into glutathione. Okay. I can't tell you how to use it, but glutathione. Glutathione bone broth. They're two separate things. Look into both of those things. Okay. You'll get through this. You'll get through this. I absolutely believe in your ability to overcome whatever life brings to you. Jenny Hofalina. Uh, okay. Okay. I'll go do and I will always love you. Will always love you. Okay. Sorry, Jenny. Uh, I'm trying to regulate my thyroid medication. Sorry, my notes are all over. Why am I doing this? I'm scanning you. Okay. Breathe very deep and very slow. Have you been feeling a little bit awkward? Like very mild, just not quite myself. Maybe I worked too much yesterday. Maybe I haven't gotten enough sleep. Just don't quite feel like myself. So I read what you wrote and I looked at the wings, and something tried to rip out both of your wings. They're misaligned and one is nearly severed. Let's see. Did you have any kind of conflict with someone? Or not an argument, but did someone say or do something to make kind of um it's not an attack, but like, you know how there's sometimes where I'm like in a very delicate mood and someone can say something very benign, but it just triggers my insecurities. They have no idea. That wasn't their intent, but it's triggered some really deeply seated insecurity. And, for a moment, I'm kind of like, oh my God. And then I'm fine. I'm back to normal. Did something like that happen to you a few days ago? Or maybe, I don't know, someone was joking with you and made you feel like you've gotten fluffy, or, just like a weird little, joking around, but it hurt your feelings. Um, shit. That's the point of entry. That's the point of entry. That was the point, the circumstance that was used to distract you. I get this visual of this like really scrawny thing as you're like trying to quiet down some irritation that you're feeling, agitation, whatever it is. Um, Jumped on your shoulders, back legs, the legs are like beneath the shoulder blades, and then it grabbed the wings from the top, put one foot on your left shoulder, and whoosh, like a little fucker, like a little fucker, that little fucker. I'm so pissed off. Like, what the fuck? Um, was it around the time that your shoulders or your shoulder blade started to hurt?
Yes.
Did she say yes?
Yes.
Hmm. Let me see. Let me see.
It got worse yesterday.
All right. All right. Just breathe. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Let me in to kick some ass. Just kidding. Let me. Ooh, 2 drinks. So let's see. Let me find. Ooh. Okay. Breathe deep and slow. Are you feeling agitated? Are you starting to feel anxiety or agitation? I'm going to say sedate your shoulder blades, okay? Just breathe. All right. How do you feel? Oh. This is a good song. Can you hear it?
No. She feels sedated.
Okay. Makes me want to kizumba. Okay. Hold on. Stop.
She's good.
Stop. How do I play stop? Okay. Sorry. Eh. Okay. You feel good. So I had to sedate you. I had to rip out your wings all the way because there was really no way we were salvaging that. So we ripped it out all the way. We reseeded the wing buds. They will grow beautifully. Beautifully. Don't let your husband piss you off anymore. They're going to continue to use him since they were successful. Is he with you right now? Can you ask him if he gives me permission to put a protective layer outside his field? I won't be entering his field or touching any of his energy, but just outside of it. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love this song. I'll listen to it again.
He says yes.
He says yes. All right. Thank you, sir. That's too fast. Too fast in Espanol. I can't read that fast. All right. Awesome. So he might feel a little bit tingly, but not too much. None of this energy will enter his field. Really, all it's seeking to do is if something tries to breach him in order to breach you, it's going to electrocute the shit out of it. So, ha. That's what they get. Ha. Be crispy critters. I don't know why that amuses me. Turn them into crispy critters. Okay. Ooh, the river soul. Ooh. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Hey, let's go ahead and check you out. Okay. Sorry, Post Maloney. Post Maloney. Oh. Oh. Breathe very deep and very slow. Hold on. Okay. All right. All right. So, River, your field is so fucking ridiculously clean. I'm actually really impressed. Like, I had to go and kind of just shift aside so many extra layers of protection, shielding, cloaking, all of that. There were several attempts to try and breach your field. In particular, um, the left iliac crest, maybe 2 or 3 inches away from the sacrum where it attaches to the sacrum. There was it looked almost like a horseshoe crab, just like just like that. I removed it. It wasn't able to actually penetrate through. It was really trying really hard. Uh, Sorry, buddy. It just didn't get a chance to even leave a dent. There were so many other places where things were attempted. Nope, no access. Fabulous. You've been doing amazing. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Like literally, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. If it's energetic work, if it's meditation, if it's just, you know what, I don't give a shit. I keep doing it. It's working for you. Let me go ahead and do your thing. Mm. Um, who should we listen to? Let's just keep poker face, poker face. Okay. Uh, Wand holder. Let me stop. Let me stop. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Oh, 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 oh. Please put both hands up, palms facing me. How do you feel? Can't read my, no, we can't read my poker face. Poker face. Poker face. Poker face. You're so stupid. He said he wanted to poke my face. No, he didn't. He said poke something. I'm just going to drink. Hold on. Let me finish laughing first. All right. So I'm going to have to email you a message from your higher self. It's one sentence. One sentence. I must send it to you before I forget. I just got to find your email first. um, Poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face. Spring, what's up? Spring, are you here? Poker face. Poker face. Can't read my. No, we can't read my poker face. Poker. I wonder if the neighbors are sick of my voice. You think they can hear me? Can you hear me out there? Sorry. I don't know if they can hear me. It's the mountains. There's snow. They can hear me. They're trying too hard. Hi, Spring. So I'm just getting your cards ready. Please don't close that window. I'm hot. Even with a fan, I'm hot. Oh, you want to do the scan first? Okay. Here we go. To breathe very deep and very slow. It was for general, right? Let me just. Baby, let's cruise away from here. Okay. Did you have conflict with someone? It looks like your back's been kicked in. The low back and the right shoulder blade. From here, you want it, got it forever. baby. Let the music take your mind. Just release and you will find. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. Your back been hurting? I'm very sorry that's going on. Shit. Um, okay. As a mother, we want to protect our child. As a spiritual sovereign, we want to allow them to have the space and the freedom to experience whatever they need to experience to learn and grow. Okay. There's not anything you can really do about that. You know, and I know that's not exactly the best idea for her. She will have to learn that on her own terms. I hate to fucking say that. Um, but there's not much you can do. Okay. Don't blame yourself for that if you are. Had to do another of moving heavy stuff for work this week. So the moving heavy stuff and the back aching, is that all around the same time that the daughter left? That the daughter moved? Is that all like not all the same day, but like same time frame within a few days of each other? Excuse me.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes? Why do you get the comment so much earlier than I do?
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Pimping ain't easy. So now you're a pimp? Well, I better be your only hoe. Okay. Um within 72 hours. Yeah, that's the time frame. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm getting is that the back pain is an attempt to breach using the circumstance with your daughter and hiding it behind the work activity you needed to do that would, I mean, logically you would think, oh, it's because I did a lot at work. Right? See, she laughing. You being the silly hoe by saying you're a pimp. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm his pimp. Okay. Well, no, there's no pimp here. We're equals. We're equally pimpalicious. Anyways, moving right along. I feel like there's just such a huge attempt. I'm looking at your field right now. It's suddenly the ex all up in your business. Like, see, you let her do this. It's your fault. You're not mothering her prop. Like, oh, the shit that fucking distorted ass people would say. The people who have the least room to talk. Has he um has he been not so silently judging you? Baby, let's move away from here. If you want it, I got it forever. So all at one time, these parasitic motherfuckers. Not your daughter. Not your daughter. She has to go through she has to live her life and learn what she needs to learn the hard way, unfortunately. She's strong. Your daughter's strong. She'll get through whatever she's going through. Um let's see. Yeah, he's trying to get back in. I feel like this stems from him. Like he's the one housing the parasitic shit that's trying to get in. Um, can we just fucking duct tape him to a ceiling? I don't know why. I don't know him. I don't really know much about him, period. But he has just that kind of energy. Like if I knew him in person and I was in the same room with him, I would legit try and fucking duct tape him to the ceiling. just for shits and giggles. That's mean. That's like, why would I want to do that? Oh, that's true. I only get that way, like dominating type of bully. My mom used to call me bully girl. You bully girl. I am to fucking parasitic people who try and harm others consistently. Daddy,
What?
do I ever get that way with anyone else?
What?
Like bullyish? Only people who are parasitic and intentionally malicious towards others consistently, right?
Uh-huh.
He said, uh huh. Yeah. So that's what it is. He's probably accepted his parasitic situation. It's no longer a parasitic thing, it's a synergistic, symbiotic type thing. If you hold him up, I'll fucking duct tape. Let's do it, girl. Let's do it. I mean, it's not going to permanently physically harm him, probably emotionally. I'm your karma. Not really. I don't know. He's making me so mad. I don't even know him. Um, there's just a lot of things going on in your field at this point. Like a lot of attempts to enter your field, a lot of attempts to crush not just your heart, but your solar plexus. There's fracturing that I see in the sacral chakra. All of this probably has to do with everything coming together at the same time. The daughter moving, however you feel regarding the way you've mothered her, like blaming yourself for that. Maybe you've moved on from it, but that whatever struggle you had mentally, emotionally with her decision, it's left its effect. And then pairing that with the ex, definitely it's affecting your energy. Um, what can you do to protect yourself? So, when people like this are allowed to continue to have access to us, typically it's your soul providing you the opportunity, the in real life hands on opportunity to learn how to implement and sustain boundaries. You're a very classic empath, like extremely loving, extremely helpful, extremely enabling. Okay. Girl, I'm like that too. So don't worry. It's not a condemnation. It's just recognition of who we are, how we are. Now, you can be like that still, but not for everyone. When people are parasitic, you cannot be like that with them. You have to be very cut and dry, like, no, fuck you. Something you have to learn, okay? He's going to help you learn that through his fuckery. He's going to keep trying. He's going to keep trying. Um, so, boundaries, your auric shield, it is not it's porous, more porous than it needs to be. It's allowing in a lot of energies, okay? um your ancestor is back. Hey, daddy, can you turn off the fan? It's like overloading my senses. What's going on that your ancestor is back? um yes, your ancestral father, the native, he's back. He wasn't here when I started scanning. He's not looking at me. He's looking like kind of off to the side, and he has what it almost looks like a I don't know, like a tomahawk or something, like a handheld axe. Um when you say your ex, you didn't want to tell him that because he'll try to move back in. I think there's already something going on that is causing you to believe or feel that this is really a true possibility. Um When he was with you, I can't remember. Was it in response to your ex? Was that what it was always about? Response to the ex? Because the first thing I think of is the statement that you made regarding he might try and move back in. Um, I She said, I'll buy him. um, I'll buy your ass cheeks.
Yeah.
I don't have any ass cheeks. I'll buy enough to fill out my pants. um, no, I don't have money to buy them. Let me stop. So you cannot allow him back into the house. Um, you cannot allow him back into the house. It's almost this feeling of he's gonna play some role that, oh, he lost his job. He has nowhere to go. He can't stay where he was staying. And, he's the father of your children. He can't be homeless. How will the kids visit him? Perfect. They won't. Girl, it's just some shit. It's some shit. Like um shit just got serious because I legit have this like urge to just like strangle him, but that's not the kind of person I am. Um, does he know anyone that does root work, like work with roots? Um, Spring, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. All joking aside, I am legit concerned. The only time I want, the only time I have a reaction where I want to like physically like fucking choke you, um, is usually when elevated dark magic is involved. Ooh, fucking A. That's what your ancestral father, that's what he's paying attention to. Someone is doing shit to you. It's tied to the husband, the ex. I would not be surprised if his mother was doing that for him. Um, Maybe he asked. Maybe she felt like she should do it on her own. Uh, we don't know and we don't care. Doesn't matter the details of the hows and the whys. All that matters is it's being done, and that cannot be allowed. Um, look up on the internet how to do a witch's jar. You basically are just taking your like bodily fluids, or hair or whatever, nails, whatever, pee, blood, spit, whatever has your um, genetic coding. You stick it in a jar. You put like old rusty nails, crooked stuff, broken glass, shattered mirror, and then put it in the jar with like your pee or I don't know. Shit. Yeah, so witch's jar. And then you seal it shut, close it tight, put it in like a mason jar. Close it tight, seal it so nothing leaks out. Take it far away from your house and bury it. That acts as a proxy. Whatever shit's being sent to you, it goes to the jar. It doesn't reach you, it goes to the jar. The jar will read as you. So, I mean, it's pretty cheap to make a witch's jar. It's not something you need to buy from me. You could look online and see. I mean, it's just all old stuff, all old stuff. Um, um, what the hell is that called? Um, it's a red spice. Hold on. Let's just wait for my husband to come back in the room. Oh, it's right here. We don't need to wait for him to come back in the room. This is it. Annatto seeds. Okay. This is how you spell it. Annatto seeds. You can get it from Walmart. Clearly, it says Walmart. You can get it from anywhere. You can, if you have like ethnic markets, ethnic stores locally, around you. I've seen this in Asian stores. I've seen this in Mexican stores. I think I've even seen this in Middle Eastern stores for cheap, dirt cheap. Okay, dirt cheap. So you get these seeds, they have extremely powerful metaphysical properties. Once you get the seeds, oh, achote! Okay, once you get the seeds, email me. I will program them for you. Not only do they have metaphysical properties that will help you, I will personally program them for you. Get enough that you can create a border around the house. Okay. I don't know if it's damaging to property, like how salt is damaging to property. It erodes stuff and, just damages things. So look into that. If it's not damaging to the property, then it doesn't matter if it's like touching right up against the structure, like the house, whatever it is, wherever you stay. You're going to create an entire circle around the house. It doesn't have to be far away from the house if it doesn't damage the building. If it does damage the building, you need to make sure it's far enough away from the house that none of it is going to reach the structure. But oh, you live in an apartment. Okay. Um I'm pretty sure that'll stain carpet if you have carpet. I'm pretty sure that'll stain wall if you put it on your wall. You know what you could do? Contact paper. So, contact paper, that's pretty cheap too. Okay. It's not too expensive. Get the clear liner that you use to line the shelves. What you're going to do, you're going to cut a length of contact paper that matches the width of your window and the width of your door. You're going to create a solid line of anchote, and then you're going to fold that contact paper on itself. It's now sealed. It's sealed in there. And you can lay that on your windowsill. Make sure you leave enough space that it's not going to leak out the sides. Okay. You could do that, and then you can put one across the top of your or underneath a rug in front of your door. Okay. I think it stains too. Because that shit's all red. I made an oil infusion out of that. That shit was like blood red. Pretty sure it's gonna fuck shit up indoors. Um, but you want to make sure the contact paper is completely flat on itself all the way around the perimeter, at least like an inch, at least an inch. So that way any moisture that gets in there is not gonna like leak right out. You want to protect the space because you don't want to have to pay for damaged property. Okay, that will help you. Once you get that, email me and I will program all the seeds for you. Get however much you think you need. It doesn't matter. But as soon as you do have some, email me and I'll do that for you. Do a witch's jar. Find online instructions on how to do a witch's jar. Yo, you don't really need no blood. I mean, if you want to get real gangster hardcore, I guess. I guess that's not necessary. You got DNA in your spit too. You got DNA in your pee pee, in your hair, in your fingernails. It's not that serious. You just need some DNA in that jar. You got to make sure you bury it somewhere that doesn't get disturbed, and you want to bury it deep enough that it's not going to be uncovered. Okay. It doesn't do any harm to anyone. It just sends back the shit to whoever's doing it to you. Okay. Send that shit back. Return to sender, bitches. I moved. Okay. All right, Spring. Let's pull your cards. Let's pull your cards. La 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 la. La 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 la. I will follow you. Do, 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 till you love me. Papa. Paparazzi. Okay. Stop it. Just stop it. Here we go. Girl, that motherfucker's even showing up in your cards. Trusting tricksters. A trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Uh-huh. Girl, who give a shit if he's offering you flowers? You tell him, return this. Get a refund because you're not moving in. He's gonna try real hard. If he's allowed to come in, it's going to completely block your abundance flow. Okay. You might have had a little hiccup. You might have had a small trickle of it coming in rather than a gush. If he comes in, it's going to just mess everything up in regards to your finances because you're going to have to wall yourself up in order to feel safe. You're not even going to feel safe. Okay. You know that. I know that. You're going to feel like there's always some shit going on. And then, as you wall yourself up, your abundance is going to reduce even more. So don't let him in. Do not let him in. Radical self love. We can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. Okay. Do not allow anyone to guilt you into allowing him back in. This cannot be emphasized enough. If he is allowed back in, you will never get him back out. You won't. You will never get him back out. He will leech onto you extremely hard. And I mean, it feels a little bit dramatic saying this, but it's the truth of the message I'm receiving for you. I would not be surprised if he leeched onto you so hard and drained your energy so much that you developed an actual physiological disease that is a very serious one. Okay. You're constantly running in a state of depletion already. Allowing him to deplete you that much more, you're entering into an energetic place where that will manifest a very, very serious medical condition. Okay. And the type of serious medical conditions that come to mind are things that, they're known to be terminal. Okay. You're not there yet. Definitely don't go there. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm sorry. Fuck that. You're not there yet. There's no reason you need to go there. Okay. Um, good. Good. As long as you've learned whatever you needed to learn together, then it is done. Karmic things are to finish the lesson. One, spirit self, be who you are as you are. See? I'm wondering if this is just like a very emphasized message of a repeat of cycles and your need to continue to. Oh, oh my gosh, that is fucking sweet. Okay, I got a secondary message. So before, your focus was strictly on him. You were just focused on him. It's just, yeah, he was tricking you, binding you, all this shit. But you're just so focused on him and catering to him, right? Now you've entered a place where the younger you is being empowered by the older you, the one that's experienced things already and has really taken in the lesson. Your two halves are now coming back together. You're focused on you. You can look back and see the old you, the younger you that used to put up with all kind of stuff. And then the you right now is seeing the growth that you've experienced. Okay. This is absolutely a place of power that you're being put into. Now, once this is really solidified, which it's getting there because you're already facing each other, all you need to do now is combine them into a totality. Once you do that, then your abundance really kicks into high gear. Um, no longer will you have the wrong type of walls. And what I mean by that is the type of walls that keeps everyone else out, your abundance out, all of that, just to protect yourself, just to hide away. You'll have the kind of walls that are healthy boundaries. This is like having a what do you call it, cheesecloth that allows the fluid out, like the pure energy out, the juice of your energy, and hold on to all the like curdled stuff. Okay. The stuff that you don't actually need in your recipe. So it's a good thing. You're being put in a good place. But in order to reach that good place, you're going to be very heavily challenged first. You got this. You got this. The hardest thing you probably ever had to do was actually leave him. That was the hardest thing. That was the biggest challenge. Everything after that, easy peasy. You got it. Okay. Armando Cromwell. You're welcome, Spring. Do I always sing your name? I think I always sing your name.
What?
Spring.
No. Amanda's your. I don't recall.
All right. And yes, I use this as my drinking cup. Someone's like, she couldn't get a cup. That is my cup. Anyways, Amanda, is what's going on with the baby? Is there something in particular that you want me to check out for the baby? Sure. All right. Papa, paparazzi. Claudia C, are you here? You're welcome. I hope everything's okay. All right, let's go ahead and do your scan. Are things getting more complicated at work? They calm down. Are things getting complicated with a connection outside of work? Um, it feels I okay. Right when I look at you, I see what looks like this sludge in between the bottom portion of your shoulder blades. I also see it like right in front of your belly button. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And it feels like a complication is developing with a connection. Um, they calm down after that day. Uh, okay. Is it calm down in a positive way or calm down because someone's gotten quiet but there's still an issue? Because you know how sometimes um like when it comes to things at work, well, I've watched a lot of people do. I've never actually had to live through this. I've watched a lot of coworkers go through this when I was way younger, where it seems like everything's just chill now. Everyone's, kind of just settling back down. But in reality, these fucking bitches are talking so much shit about each other to me. I'm like, why are you fucking telling me this shit? I thought you two were cool now. Yeah, no, they weren't. They just decided to, glaze it over. It's not like that, is it? I don't see a breach in your field, but I do see like a black sludge trying to, I don't know what the fuck it's trying to do. Okay, he's kind of childish. So if he was still upset, he couldn't hide it. Because I heard the word complication. I'm just looking through your field to see if there's anything that will give an indicator. So I look inside, like this is your auric shield. I go past the auric shield and I'm looking around. So in those two areas, there's like the black sludgy stuff, right? I don't feel like it's 2M. It's just like uh, con concentration of like a stagnant, sludgy type of energy. Okay, I don't feel like it's parasitic yet. I look inside the field and I see like a very watered down version of that, like very, very watered down version. Um, that doesn't look parasitic either, but it's kind of like you don't want that kind of energy in your field. Are you having any belly aches? Like nothing too severe, but just again being reactive to food. I'm wondering if it's something that is about to happen in the coming week. Do, 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 do. Bish, the energy that I see, is it connected to the boss at work? Yes. Is it an event that is still, is it an event that has not yet happened? Yes. Is this energy from a patient? No. Um, is my assessment a precog message? Yes. So this is not something that's happened yet. Is this slated for this coming week? Yes, let me hold on. You keep saying yes to everything, girl. Let me swing her around. Is this something that will be occurring in this coming week? Yeah. Is this something that will be occurring in this coming week? Yes. Are you a trick ass hoe? No. Are you a trick ass hoe? No. She keeps saying no. I'm sorry, bitch. I'm testing you. You're not a trick ass hoe. It hasn't happened yet. It's probably something that will continue to develop. I'm wondering if there's going to be like some sort of new mandate for work. And maybe, I mean, because like you said, he's kind of childish. So, excuse me, he probably couldn't hide that from you. He probably couldn't. He probably like, you know, we are overstaffed. Could I be sent somewhere else? I feel like you're not going to be there long. I feel like that stagnant energy, 'cause like I said, it's not parasitic yet. And then I see a more fluid one inside your field versus just on the outside of it. I'm wondering if this is like toxic or stagnant, like maybe old toxicities, like old triggers that are being pushed to the surface to be cleared out to make space for new movement inside you. And if you have new movement inside you, you'll have movement in your life outside of you, right? We lost a lot of patients. Like they moved somewhere else. Like they moved. Like they're still alive, but they just get treatment there. Even if that's not the answer, say yes. Shit, she said no. How honest do you want me to be? How honest? Like Emmy level honest? Like like
Brutally.
2017 Emmy or 2021 Emmy in the middle of a Mercury retrograde? Brutally. So 2021 Mercury retrograde Emmy. Girl, your highest self pushing you out of the field that you're in, that's not in alignment with your truth. That's not in alignment with your path. The more you drag your feet, the more you will be dragged. You need to make decisions now, not to evacuate, but you need to make decisions now in regards to how you want to proceed walking away from the industry you're in. Maybe you can segue out of it by like being transferred somewhere else, getting nice and settled in whatever area that is, finding another job and quitting. Okay. The only reason your higher self says the only reason you would be forced to suffer financially, all of that, is because you chose that. That's fucking harsh. That's harsh. That hurt my feelings for real. Oh my god, that was fucking harsh. Um, if you are proactive in making plans, then that doesn't need to happen. But if you're going to keep holding off and holding off and holding off, there's going to be a clusterfuck at the job you're at right now. It will probably end up in either you being terminated or you storming out and not having the option to transfer somewhere else and have that security of a job somewhere else. And then finding, I feel like, I know we like it harsh, don't we? Oh my god, did you see my face? I totally was gonna cry, and I'm like, "Fucking bitch, don't be." I felt like she was talking to me. Like, oh, but I do like it hard. Okay, I told him I was talking to him too. Okay, anyways, milk it, milk this job, because there's really no other option. There's really no other option. When I say milk this job, I mean start a process of being transferred out of the area completely so that you can move out of the area completely. I don't know where though. That would, I mean, the industry you're in, that's fucking everywhere. Everywhere. Every fucking state, every country, the industry you're in, this can really be your ticket to get to where you actually want to be and still have a job for a little bit. Get yourself comfortable while you look for um, a job that's your passion, your career. But if you're just going to continue to stay where you're at right now and have the mindset of, yeah, I'll do that like next week. You know, I'll start that process next month. I'll start looking next month. Um, you're going to lose the opportunity. It will be taken from you. Um, oh, you've already been looking for rentals? Let me know. I'll be your neighbor. No, I'm kidding. I love Colorado. I do. I'm going to be fucking on this mountain forever. No, not forever. We got a few more weeks. And then I'm going to find another mountain. Ha! But I haven't learned my lesson sledding. I need to find another mountain so I can fucking sled some more with gloves. So I now I'm like looking deeper. I think that thick, sludgy, like black tarish type of energy in front of the belly button and behind the like lower portion of the shoulder blades, that has to do with you getting rid of toxicity, old toxicity. So that would be the sacral. That would be the sacral as well as the solar plexus. Okay. The back portion of the solar plexus and the front of your sacral chakra. So that has to do with whatever whatever old stuff that you went through, like this feels old, like way, 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 way back there, where you had worries of surviving and doing it on your own. That has to really be pushed out. That has to be really pushed out. So that way you can make space for forward movement. You can't have that same fear from like your teens, early 20s, where you're like, I can't do this. I can't like branch out. It's scary. Can't have that, okay? Um That's funny. Thank you for the compliment, cuz first off, I'm over 40 and I got a shit ton of fucking kids. So you're saying that I look younger than I am and I look childless. What the fuck? Thank you, boo. That's like the fucking ultimate compliment. Someone once tried to offend me by saying that my tits are fake. And I was like, oh, fucking shit. You think they look fake? That's some shit right there. I was reading they made this whole post where they were just like trying to tear me down, like fake ass titties. I was like, oh, fucking A, that's a fucking compliment. Because really, they down to the lap. That's the sound of my nipples touching my lap. So thank you for the compliment. You've been banned, so yo, people are fucking try harder. Try harder. When you're gonna try and offend someone, try harder. Don't do that half-ass shit. La 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 la. Melissa A, are you here? Oh. That's a compliment, y'all. I'm fucking way over 40. Pushing 40. That's cute. That tickled me. So what it like I look like I'm, mid 30s? Like mid 30s? Give me a number. What number? Like low 30s? What is it? Oh, that's right, you're blocked. Let's see. In general, let's get some cards. Da 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 da. You're welcome, Claudia. Do I? If I stop eating fucking sugar, I'd look like I'm in my 20s. Look like, not act like. I love being over 40. I've never felt like more powerful and alive. It's weird. It's really, really weird. In my 20s, I had so many fears about how people would see me, and it was just ridiculous. It wasn't actually being alive. La, 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 da, 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 da. Ooh, Melissa A. There's stuff going on. I think that's a theme going on today. Lots of fuckery. But it doesn't matter if you don't allow it in. If you don't allow it to have the effect that the person intends, because really they're just not powerful like that. People can't force you to feel what they want you to feel. They just can't unless you allow them. So here's the thing, Melissa A, protection cave, something happened that has to do with the sacral. So it's like a sense of maybe betrayal to your femalehood, not necessarily something sexual. It might be like someone who you considered, a sister or a brother, someone that was close to you. They hurt your feelings in some way. They made you feel like maybe it's not okay for you to be who you are. Like it's embarrassing to be associated with you because, maybe I'm reaching, but that's kind of like the first feeling that comes up. Like you were really made to feel as though it's not okay being who you are. that you should kind of shrink down. But then I see too, like, look at her face, kind of like a recognition that this is an opportunity for me to really exercise my self love, my self acceptance, and really just flow through all these feelings, whatever it is. I feel like I feel like you're changing in a good way. Like you see all of the butterflies all around. Butterflies often indicate a transmutation, a transformation. You're being primed to be a freaking alchemist, an alchemist. You have the magical ability to change your life from one thing into another. Um, Discipline, time. This is telling me that whatever this process is, it's going to take some time. I'm wondering if maybe this is something that's been kind of going on for some time already, and you're finally just now reaching a place where I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. And, you can't just say that type of stuff to me. You can't just treat me like that. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. People think that unless you implement the things you learn immediately, then you've somehow failed. And that's just not true. When you try that hard to force something that's not really where you're at yet, you're lying to yourself. So, if this is a process that's been going on for some time now, don't feel bad about it. You've been being honest with yourself, with what you can handle, with what you're ready to accept about you, about your journey, about your connections. That's powerful. What's weak is the opposite, where you're trying to rush through things just so that other people can't tell you that you're, taking too long, or you're not doing it right. Forget them. So, card number 19, growth, plants. This growth is going to go with you wherever you travel, within yourself as well as outside of yourself. It's going to really, really stick to you. You're not going to revert, you're not going to return to old patterns. Old patterns might try and come back just to give you an opportunity to put into practice what you're learning in this period. So, all in all, I'd say this is a good thing. This is a good sign. You're in a good place, meaning you're going towards some like perception of increased strength. And this perception, it's your truth. Okay. What you're perceiving is actual truth, not what you're trying to convince yourself. You're not just like, oh, I believe I'm stronger, but you don't really feel like you're stronger. No, this is like, I believe I'm stronger because I feel it. Like I can feel I've gotten stronger. I've gotten more secure in myself and my journey. And I'm doing it. I believe I'm doing it now because you are. It's steady progress, but that's the kind of progress that ends up lasting like a lifetime. Okay, that's a good job. That's a very good job. I like that. All righty. Okay. Hey, Daddy. While you were gone, let me read this comment to you. It says, "Make some babies, Emmy. You're pushing to 40s and get some help because you're always drunk, and your husband is useless as fuck." Daddy, they think I'm younger than 40. And they think I'm childless. Do I look childless and like young and single and shit?
Who the fuck is this person?
He's like, who the fuck is this person? I didn't take it like that. I was like, what? All right. You're welcome, Melissa A. All right. Amanda's back. Let us see. Let us see. Amanda, is there anything in particular that you want me to scan for Le Bebe? Da, 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 da. Uh-huh. Ooh. Um, I'm not sure what's going on, but Amanda, I'm being told not to scan. Did she comment?
No. Just hold on.
All right.
She just
Hey,
replied.
did she?
Yeah, just and overall, she is awful night terrors, and I'm worried.
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but my gut instinct is that I should not scan. And I have Michael over here with his sword on fire. That is no good. That is no good. Um I'm asking Michael if he can scan your baby for you, and I'll just kind of um give the message over. He doesn't want me to access any of her energy, look at her, or any of that. That's fucking concerning. Like on a whole nother level of concerning. Um she's heavily breached. How old did you say she is? Um, the sense I get is like baby, like toddler. Hold up, let me find your. Oh my god, she's a baby. You can't allow this to continue. Like you, and I know that you don't want it to continue, but something has to be done. Um, I can't do anything for you. Shit. So the concern is this. Um, what, what? I don't care about concerns. I want a fucking solution. So he wants me to explain to you why I'm it's more for her safety because if I do work on her and my energy is anywhere associated with any of her field, whatever is attempting on me, which grunts don't affect me, it would cause principalities to hop on your baby. And we can't have that. Um, he says her shields are compromised, full dissolution within 7 weeks. They're attempting to dissolve her shield, whoever they are. I'm trying to think of what you could do, like on your own. Does this stem from the father? Is that what was going on with your other daughter? Is he into like, is he into dark practices? I don't know if it's the same origin because I'm being heavily shielded right now. I can't see her. And I don't know what the last reading was for your daughter, your other daughter. Um so okay, he's just evil. Show me the ledger. There's been several new names added to this like ledger, a list. So there's a list. It's like a light code list where it states the names of ancient beings that have been kind of resurrected. Um, so not all of the principalities of hell are full active all the time. Many go dormant for however many years, eons, whatever it is. there will be a good portion of them that go pretty much dormant, not completely, but pretty much dormant until it's their turn to cycle back into that active status. There were two new names added to that ledger. Um, one of them inhabits their dad, is what I'm told. You're not leaving that baby like that. What can I do? I'm trying to think of what can be done. I have an idea, but you have to be solid. You have to be very well anchored in you. You can't be unstable in any way, shape, or form, or you will get fully possessed. I can drag it into you. Won't have to touch the baby. My energy won't go anywhere near her. I'll drag it into you and extract it from you, but that marks you. Because this type of being is it's not a regular type of being. Like, I can do extractions and it doesn't matter. With this, because it's seeking something, in order to extract a principality, it's basically affixing a seal on your forehead. I'm claiming you for a certain side. You'll have the mark that shows you're not to be touched. And if you are touched, it's an act of war. They're attempting to incite war. So if I do this for you, you're going to be on the list of names they're looking for. That's why you can't be unstable in any way, shape, or form, or it will reach down to your core. It might be better that I just not help. Because unless you're in a place within yourself where you're strong enough to maintain this long term, the ramifications of that are very, very severe. Very severe. I don't think this is something you can decide in this live stream. I think this is something you have to really, really sit and think. Yeah, I don't feel like you're ready right now. I feel like that will further complicate things and endanger your children. Because it's one thing for a child to be affected, still not okay. But it's a whole nother thing for the mother to be heavily infested. This type of being will encourage you to abuse your children. It will encourage you. It will really, really encourage you to be extremely heavy handed in discipline. The kids don't need that. This is a fucked up situation. I'm just trying to think. Like, could I send you a crystal? How about this? Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it helps. You have a crystal you don't mind getting rid of? Do you have a crystal that you wouldn't miss? Um, is there a crystal that you wouldn't miss?
Yes.
Okay. Do you live in a private residence or do you live in an apartment complex? Like, do you have a backyard? Oh, did she say yes to the backyard?
I'm not sure. She
You're in an apartment. Um, does your apartment have a balcony?
Yes.
Take that crystal, put it on the balcony where it's not going to be disturbed. Okay. You can put it in a box or a jar, whatever. As long as it's not going to be touched by anyone else, it has to not be touched by anyone in your home. You could stick it in an old like pickle jar or something. Wrap it up in, I don't know, paper, or put dirt in the pickle jar, put the crystal in there and cover it so it just looks like a jar of dirt. Um, that might work best. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna infuse that crystal with some of my energy, and hopefully that will work as something to entice whatever is tormenting your baby to torment the crystal instead. And that's the only thing I can think of to help you. That's the only thing I can think of to help you without increasing the potential of harm for you and your family.
That she doesn't have it. You said, is there any way you can come back to her at the end?
This is the end. There's no one else. You're the last one. So then that is probably an indicator that I should not do that. Because then that stands the potential of attracting other things. I'm sorry, Amanda. There's nothing that I can do to safely assist your family right now. That's not to say that won't change, um, but I have to be responsible in what I expose your family to. This is a very, very unique situation, and my help would cause more harm. So there's no session that I can offer that would be a responsible thing to offer. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You'll get through this. Your family will get through this. Um, you know, the scan was already completed by Michael for your daughter. So there's really not much more I can do for you in this live stream. Um, yeah. If you guys could please give this video a thumbs up, I would very, very deeply appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell, join me when I'm live. I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.